1987. Graduation day for a lot of high school seniors, Sunday evening. Scott Baker out there on the track. Scott Baker. We're going to have a whole list of entries tonight in the Ohio State Asphalt Championship Series. The first qualifier out there tonight in the late model class, Rich Schweitzer. $17.38 and $17.17. Rich Schweitzer. Mark Irvin in 09. $17.31. $17.32 this time. Schwartz out there in 77. $17.33, first time for Bear. $17.45. So Bear's got two times, $17.33 and $17.45. Ron Daig out there, number 11. $17.92 or $17.98 first time. Second time $17.85 on Ron Daig. Number 6 out there, Harold Cool, track record, 1667 track record. times. 1699 and 1680 on Harold Cool. Roger Leinert out there in 6-7. Automobile, 746 and 1739 on Roger Leinert. Doug Mate in 14. He was here one other time this season. $17.49 first time for Doug. $17.66 second time. Kenny Carroll out there now on 550. Kenny Carroll two times, 1711 and 1717. Farmer Smith out there now, 7 up. Yeah. I missed the first time. 1756 first time, second time on Farmer Smith. We'll have the second time for you in a minute. Number 36, A.J. Diano. 1753 and 1744 on dyno. Mike Dawson out there now in 88. He's won one in this young season. $17.21 on Mike Dawson. Look the way he runs that flag. Look the way he runs the flag. Watch it. Yeah. 1721 and 1716, I think, the second time on Mike Dawson. Gary Miser, 20. $17.81 on Gary. $17.78 second time. Every day out there now in 08. Hey, John. That's the guy that owns, no, it ain't. Nothing. Hey, what? That was the guy that owns it, too. What do you do first time now? What do you want to do? 2052. 4054 on Sunday on Carroll. Nice car, man. Gene Pringle, number 7. What's it 2 times, or? 1754, 1740. 1754 and 1740 on Gene Pringle. 54. That's all right. 1774 on Red Evans. There he is, John. 55. 1744 on Red Evans, second time. Nelson instead of Sean Irvin in 00 tonight.
173, second time on the double zero machine of Ed Nelson.
1784 and 1763 on Ed Nelson. Bobby Knight in 27. $18.09 on Bobby Knight. $17.85. Second time on Bobby Knight. Tim Hiller, 95. Sounds good, Tim. Himes in 166. $17.76. $17.69. Mark McGrath. $17.48 first time for Mark. $17.63 second time on Mark.
time on Rick over in Canton, Ohio.
Good hurry right now from the
Second time is 16:01. Yeah, 16:01 on Larry Gill. Second time on Solvino.
Oh, up on top of that. Is there room behind you to back up?
Yeah. Unless somebody pulls in behind you.
time on Farmer Smith, 17:27. 1727. Second time on Gilbert.
What was this time?
I think the black flag, and I don't think.
Oh, it is black flag.
1:17, second, third round.
Not a clayway. Alright, it's Super Late Model Dash time here tonight, May 31st, 1987 at Midvale Speedway. Fourth fastest qualifier, Rich Rohr. Third fastest qualifier, Brian Volk. Second fastest qualifier is Mark Malquit, and your top qualifier tonight, Scott Baker. The dash of the super late models. This is the first time this year Mark Malcolm hasn't been the top qualifier. Here we go. Eddie Warmack bringing him in, and we got to agree. Rich Rohr out of turn 2, taking the lead. Brian Volk, Mark Malcolm. Malcolm down on the inside in second. Third, Baker fourth. Rich Rohr, Canton, Ohio. Mark Malcolm, Strasburg. Scott Baker, Akron, and Brian Volk in Canton, Ohio. White flag coming out. Richie Rohr down the backstretch into turn 3, out of turn 4. Rich Rohr, Mark Malcolm, Scott Baker, and Brian Volk.
Rich Rohr out of Canton, Ohio. This is also a winner.
That's his 7th checker flag of the season. 8. 7 preliminaries and 1 feature. That makes 8 different checker flags. All right, here's your 4 top qualifiers in your late model class. Mike Dawson, 88. On the outside of him, the 3rd fastest qualifier, Wes Galbraith at 98. The 2nd fastest qualifier tonight, Kenny Carroll. And your top qualifier tonight, holder of the track record in the late model division, Harold Cool at number 6. Dawson, your leader, out in turn 3. Kenny Carroll in 2nd, Wes Galbraith in 3rd, Harold Cool 4th. Wes Galbraith fall back now into 4th. It's still Mike Dawson, Kenny Carroll, Harold Cool, and Wes Galbraith. Dawson keeps her down. Going to turn 4. It's Mike Dawson, Mike Dawson, Kenny Carroll, Harold Cool, and Wes Galbraith.
In the winner, the late model dash in the Ewing Chevrolet Monte Carlo out of Carroll, Ohio.
That's Mike's second checker flag of the season.
And that transmission cover. That is all moderation. Looks like he's going to cost the winner of that race. Street stock dash on the pole, number 10. Early Fisher on the pole. This could be a war, folks. Melissa Shotwell, number 10 will do it. Alongside her, brother Jim McCormick, the number 1. Sherelle. In the 1G car, Kevin Walker. Number 33, that's the qualifier and track record holder of this division, Bert Bugby. Nice round of applause for Melissa Shotwell. Did a nice job. In the North American Racing Ohio Speedway Mall Championship Series, at this time we already have 33 entries. Drivers from Michigan, Indiana. Most of the hottest drivers in Ohio have already signed up on this. First race will be Wednesday, June the 10th, Columbus Motor Speedway. Time trial in Columbus will be at 7 o'clock. They'll start racing at 8 o'clock at Columbus Motor Speedway, June 10th.
Okay, super late model heat time.
First super late model heat on the pole. The all-part machine shop special cruiser racing Camaro, Carl Kegley. Alongside of him, the number 2.
Number 4, Carl Kegley, Canton, Ohio. On the outside of him will be Larry Gill from Bolivar. Kenny Stevens at number 21. And number 85 is Phil Vino. And number 29, Scott Baker. These guys' times tonight. Scott Baker, Roger Black had a time of 15:87. Phil Vino qualified at that time first. So that's why he's on the outside of the back row back there, because he had times of 15.93, 15.87. Kenny Stevens had times of 15.92, 15.99. Larry Gill had one time 15.97. And Carl Kegley had times of 17.07 and 16.05. Green flag's out. Carl Kegley leading at number 1. Yellow flag's out. Caution's out on the speedway. All right, here we go. Carl Kegley, Larry Gill going to bring him in. Kenny Stevens down the inside. Kenny Stevens, Carl Kegley, and Larry Gill there. Be a total restart.
Larry Gill had a second time of 16.01.
Is that right? All right, here we go. Carl Kegley, Larry Gill, Kenny Stevens, Roger Black, Bill Vino bringing them in. Larry Gill. Got that lead, got turn number 4 is the leader. Roger Black, Carl Kegley battling out that second spot. Roger in the second. Halfway coming up right now, halfway. Larry Gill, Roger Black, Carl Kegley, Phil Vino, Kenny Stevens. White flag at hand by Eddie Warmack. Here comes your winner, Larry Gill from Baltimore, Ohio. Roger Black second. Carl Kegley third. Kenny Stevens fourth. And Phil Vino fifth. That's Larry's first checker flag of the season.
Round of
nice looking machine there. Larry Gill, Bolivar, Ohio, your first heat winner in the Super Late Model Division tonight. The second Super Late Model heat. Number 80, Dino Long. Dino Long had 2 times identical at the same time, 1582, 1582. On the outside of him, Rich Rohr. Rich had 2 times 1581, 1584, 82, 62. Brian Volk, 1577, 1575. Mark Malcolm, 1595, 1574. Here we go. Rich leading lap 1. Rich and Mark come together. Rich Rohr, Canton, Ohio. Mark Malcolm, Strasburg. White flag is out. Rich Rohr, Mark Malcolm, Brian Volk in 3rd, Neil Long in 4th. Rich Rohr, Canton, Ohio.
We have the last 3 races he run here. We have a 50-lapper last Sunday night. The helmet dash a little bit ago already. That man is on a hot streak.
9 different checker flags for Rich Rohr. 8 preliminaries and 1 feature. The feature coming last week in a 50-lapper Memorial Day Championship.
In order to finish the late model feature, top 5 cars on official midvale entry count. 1 entry from per person. The winner wins $1,300. $1,300. Must prove an official monkey form and 1 entry from per person. Rich Rohr, Canton, Ohio. Nice job as well.
Rich Rohr, Canton, Ohio, your fast heat winner tonight in the Super Late Model Division. Now to your late model class. On the pole tonight, 27, Bobby Knight, 00. That is regular driven by Jeff Ziegler, but tonight driven by Mike Dawson. Number 11, Ron Degg. Number 20, Gary Miser. 166, Dave Himes. Number 1. aboard. 08, David Day, and 95, Tim Hiller. Here we go. Restart, total restart. Total restart. Gillen and Knight, we're going to bring them in. All right, we got a green again. Mike Gillen, 00. Ron Dig down the inside of him. Here comes Dave Hines passing for second. Rick Allmore third. Bobby Nice, spin it out, turn number 2. No yellow, no yellow. So it's Rod Dig, David Hines, Rick Allmore, Mike Gillen going into pit. Halfway. Ron Dig at 11. 1, Rick Allmore. 6, David Hines. 95, Tim Hiller. 20, Gary Miser. White flag coming out. Comes your winner, Ron Dig, and Rick Allmore, David Hines, Tim Hiller, Gary Miser, Bobby Knight, and David Day. That's Ron's second checker flag of the season. Ron's got 2 of them. Nelson. Doug May in there second. Red Evans in fourth. Gary Hubengarner fifth. McGrath way out in front. Doug Maiden second. Red Evans third. Ed Nelson fourth. A.J. Dietto fifth. Then Bear Schwartz, Gene Pringle, and Gary Hubengarner. Slowing down. Gary Hubengarner slowing down. White flag coming out. The winner, Mark McGrath, Doug Maiden second, Red Evans finished third, Bear Schwartz fourth.
And the winner, the second late model heat, Northern Ohio, Mark McGrath.
How come they keep on racing?
Huh?
How come they keep on racing?
Oh, that was the last lap.
Apparently, Ed Nelson and A.J. Dietto get together, come out of number 2 there, making contact with the dog.
Oh, wait till your mom gets back and they'll go down and look for it, okay?
There.
Hey, tell your sister to stay up here. Did you? Mark McGrath, Strasburg, Ohio, your heat winner.
Nice round of applause for Mark McGrath, Strasburg, Ohio.
That's Mark's third checker flag of the season.
This is a really key to safety crew. Get the car to move to Hub Rail when we go with the third late model heat. And Ohio, being along with Magnolia, Lonnie's on the fence. Mark Melvin, Strasburg, Rudy Brewer from Canton, Ohio, Scott Gazer out of Fairmont, Ohio, Larry Brewer out of Door, Ohio, many, some of the fastest, honest runners in Cleveland, Ohio. John Bello, I'm sure some of you people know who he is. Jason Reddick from Alzheimer's Institute. Dave Jackson from Walden, Ohio. Tim Height out of Doylestown, Ohio. Chris Dunlap Jr. from Carlisle, Ohio. Wayne Watercutter of Sydney, Ohio. Terry Humphrey, Columbus, Ohio. Kathy Humberly Duncan, Columbus, Ohio. Big
Last feature last Sunday night.
I want that feature.
Oh, that whole night. What we'll do is, if you just want that night, we charge $20 the whole night. So I mean, is you'll get the qualifying, heat races, and the feature on one team. Good job. All the cars and all, right? Right. You'll get all the.
The only thing I care about is late model shortly.
Right, but we'll just go ahead. What we do is just stick one tape in and run the whole thing off. We qualify we take the late model qualification and the super late qualification. We tape them while they're qualifying, and then we tape all the races, the street stock, the late models, and the super late. But because
For $20 will be all
that for $20.
Okay, next week I want that tape right there.
Fine.
And I'll pick it up here.
Fine.
You'll have it there, right?
Fine. All we ask for is a $5 deposit. We'll do the tape this week.
I don't have no money with
Okay. Well, that's fine. As long as you come back next week, you have your
I haven't missed a race.
No problem. No problem.
And they either on Can Speedway, I stuck it here on 4 seconds last week, or the guy down here, or whatever, man. I ain't missed a race.
All right. No problem.
Have it here.
We'll have
Oh, I'll
it.
have
You
it.
want on VHS tape, right?
VHS.
Fine.
Ron?
Ron?
Arlen? Arlington. P-A-R-L-E-T-O-N. R-D-A-R-L-E-T-O-N.
All right. We'll get it for you. All right, here we go. Fast heat in the late model division. Roger Leiter, Mark Irwin. Farmer Smith, Mike Dawson, Kenny Carroll, Rich Schweitzer, Harold Cole, and Wes Galbraith. Coming up for Roger Leiter. Roger Leiter, Farmer Smith, Mike Dawson, Kenny Carroll, Harold Cole, Wes Galbraith, Mark Irwin, and Rich Schweitzer. White flag coming out. Harold Cole, get down the inside and try to get by Kenny Carroll. Can't quite do it. Your winner, Leiter, Smith, Dawson, Carroll. Harold Cool, Wes Galbraith, Rich Schweitzer, and Mark Irwin. Roger Leiter. That's Roger's 6th checker flag of the season.
Anybody who wants to listen to part of that Delaware NASCAR race today, young David Ellis won his second race of the year, and they said he was the first rookie in like 20 years to win 2 races. Roger Liner, next round of applause. Roger Liner from Philadelphia, Ohio.
Hey, Jim. Tell him thanks a lot. Roger Liners.
Round of applause for the number 5 on the will be ready for the super late model. Okay, another street stop. On the pole, number 30, Ken Herring. Alongside him, number 1 automobile. John Harrigan. Number 4, Norman Fisher. Number 10, Melissa Shotwell. Alongside of her brother, Jim McCormick. The 1C automobile, Kevin Walker. Number 33, Captain Qualifier, Circuit Horses Division, Mark Busby. Number 38, Bill Jones. And it was one more time, boys. Good to be ready. Boys and girls.
Huh? Yeah, bud.
He hasn't made his mind up if he wants overnight or just his
Nice round walk for a good competitor. 6,000 division, part 1
Super late model, pursuit time. On the pole will be Carl Kegley in number 4. Behind him, number 14, Larry Gill. Then, Kenny Stevens in 21. Roger Black in 29. Phil Vino in 85. 80, Dino Long. Then number 7, Rich Rohr. 62, Brian Bolt. Number 4, Scott Baker. Is your top qualifier. They're waiting on, here he comes, Mark Malkwood. He's the 9th fastest qualifier, 2nd fastest qualifier, 9th starting position in this race. He will start 9th. Go. 3 flags out. Carl Kegley. Larry Gill. Kenny Stevens. Roger Black. Phil Vino. Carl Kegley smoking a little bit. Everybody's still in it. Everybody's still on. Larry Gill moving down the inside of Carl Kegley. Carl's out. Dino Long is out. Kenny Stevens is out. Rohr down the inside, trying to get by Vino. He's got him, he's out. Larry Gill, Roger Black, Rich Rohr, Mark Malkwood going on the outside of Brian Bolt. Got Brian. Brian's out. White flag coming out. Larry Gill, your leader. Roger Black second. Gill, Black, Roar, Conklin, Baker. In that order. That's the second checker flag of the evening. Larry Gill from Bolivar, Ohio. And that's his second checker flag of the evening and second checker flag of the year. Larry Gill from Bolivar, Ohio, driving a real nice looking machine there. A slow pursuit tonight in the late model class. 08, David Day, 00, Mike Gillen, 11, Ron Daig, 20, Gary Miser, 166. That's Dave Himes, 1, Rick Allmore, 68, Gary Huppengarner, 14, Doug Mate, 66, Mark McGrath, 64, Red Evans. Here we go. Green's out. Days out. Gary Miser's out. Gary Miser's out. Dawson, oh, now they lose it going in turn 3. Mike Gillen still hanging on there. Now he's out. Ron Day. Yellow light, yellow light. Green's out. Halfway in. Down, get down the inside. Ron Daig's been eliminated. White flag coming out. Gillen, Dave Hines, Gary Hupengardner, Doug Mate. Oh boy! I don't know if Hines won or Gillen won. Gonna be a close one. Well, they're giving a flag to Mike Gillen. Mike Gillen from New Philadelphia. Mike hasn't raced very much the last 4 or 5 years. It's going to be a Schwartz on the pole. Gene Pringle, 9th. Second out there. Second on the thing, 9th fastest qualifier. Then Roger Leinert, Mark Irwin, 7 up. Farmer Smith, Rich Schweitzer in 10. Mike Dawson, 88. Wes Galbraith in 98. 550 Kenny Carroll and Harold Cole. Its green is out. Spinning out. Yellow flag is out. So restart. restart. Eddie Warmack got the flag in hand. He's got a green. Trying to move on the outside of Pringle. Dawson trying to eliminate Schweitzer. Dawson can't quite get by Schweitzer. And Leonard hasn't been able to get by Pringle yet. Schwartz, still your leader, halfway, coming out this time by. Pringle holding down second. Leinert in third. Then Irvin. Schweitzer getting down the inside of Farmer Smith. Pulling out. Oh, 9 has been eliminated. 7-Up has been eliminated. Your battle still back there for second spot between Pringle and Leinert. Wes Galbraith pulling out. White flag in hand by Eddie Warmack for Bear Schwartz. He's really smoking that engine. Can he hang on? Leinert trying to get that second spot. Here we go. Schwartz wins it. Leinert second. Pringle, Schweitzer, Carroll, and Cool. That's Bear's first checker flag of the season.
Nice round of applause for Bear Schwartz of Philadelphia, Ohio.
Bear Schwartz, New Philly. Engine's been smoking all evening, but it's all still holding together. Bear Schwartz, New Philadelphia, Ohio.
Jr., number 5. Nice round of applause for number 5 on the list, Arnold Jr. Second victory of the evening. Did a nice job hanging on that pursuit.
This is a Conce, David Day, Mike Gillen, Bobby Knight, Ron Day, Gary Miser, David Hines, Rick Alborn, Tim Hiller. Here we go. Still Mike Gillen from New Philly. Ron Digg from number 11. $156, David Hines. Bobby Knight, Rick Alborn, Gary Miser, Tim Hiller. Halfway. Gillen, 00. Ron Digg at 11. Rick Alborn on the 3rd. White flag is out. Alborn trying to get into that 2nd spot. Rick Alborn wins it. Gillen 2nd, Digg 3rd, Hines 4th, then Knight, then Miser, then Hiller. Rick Alborn.
Mike Gillen, number 0, House Body Shop Special. Third position runner, Ron Digg, number 11 on that wheel. Nice round of applause for Shop, Will, Crash, Rick Alborn, San Ohio.
Rick, that's Rick's first checker flag of the season here at Midvale.
Nice job done. He did it the hard way on the outside. Rick Alborn. Mike Gillen and a 00 on there. They're going to make the feature. Two cars on that race. Move to their feature.
need a light up here.
According to the rules, if we do have to sit down and work out a week, and things are looking pretty good right now, and I say we're 5 years for the next 20 years. So we're all working on that. We'll be there every night the rest of this year, and hopefully for another 20 years.
You want this paper?
I'll give you 55 tonight. I left it over there. You couldn't keep it. You want Harold, put it in my bag. How long we got for the last feature? No. That's it, right there. I left it in where you wanted so you can show it. That's all. Hey, this is the pursuit of last week.
Okay, make sure you get your entry form in before we start the late model feature, which will be the next race after this. Right now, on the track, super late model feature time.
Yeah,
In the number 4 out of Midvale, out of Canton, Ohio, Mario Kinley. Number 14, Aurora, Ohio, Larry Gill. Number 21, out of Sunset, Ohio, James Stevens. And number 29 out of Midvale, out of Northern Ohio, Roger Black.
we could start off more with this stuff too.
Ohio,
This
Bill
week.
Vino. Number 80,
You get a chance to
Reno
start.
Mack, out of Minnesota, Ohio. Number 7 out of Midvale, last week, last week winner, Rich Ward. Alongside with the number 6 Philadelphia, Ryan Smith. Number 7, out of Delaware, Ohio, George
All right. Super late model feature time. On the pole will be Carl Kegley at number 4. On his outside will be Larry Gill from Bolivar. Back on the inside, Kenny Stevens from Stone Creek. On his outside will be Roger Black from Barberton, Ohio. Back on the inside, Phil Vino from Canton. On his outside, Dino Long from Magnolia, Ohio. Back on the inside, Rich Rohr, number 7. He's from Canton, Ohio. Outside of him is number 62, Brian Volk. He's from Canton, Ohio. Back on the inside, number 70, Mark Malquit. He's from Strasburg. And tonight's top qualifier, number 4, from Akron, Ohio, Scott Baker. Here we go. Got a green. Carl Kegley, Larry Gill. Larry Gill, your leader. Roger Black in second. Carl Kegley third. Here comes Dino Long. Scott Baker moving up there. It's Larry Gill, Roger Black, Dino Long, Brian Volk, Carl Kegley, Scott Baker. Larry Gill, Roger Black, Dino Long in third, and Brian Volk, Scott Baker, Mark Malquit, Rich Rohr, Carl Kegley, Kenny Stevens, Phil Vino. Black back. Doing a good job of driving tonight. Carl Kegley, spin out of turn 2. Carl spins out in turn 2, bringing out the yellow flag. Your leader is Larry Gill. Second spot, breathing right down his tailpipe, is Roger Black. Then Dino Long, Brian Volk, Scott Baker, Mark Malcolm, Rich Rohr, Kenny Stevens, Phil Vino, and then the car that brought out the caution flag, Carl Kegley. Got a green. Brian Volk. Scott Baker moving on the outside. Trying to get by Mark Malcolm. Brian Volk shut the door on Scott Baker. Going down on the inside of Brian Volk. Halfway this time by. Halfway. It's Larry Gill, Roger Black, Dino Long, Mark Malcolm, Scott Baker. Moving up on Black. Right on Black's bumper now. Anyone that's getting kind of fidgety down there, you're already getting 5 laps. Not what? Not this time, though. Yellow coming out. Scott Baker, turn 3. Gonna make it a race of it now, folks. 5 laps yet. He hasn't given the 5 lap signal yet.
About 84. How's the focus on this? Is the focus okay?
Fine. Must be 18 laps in. I think it's a 25 lap feature.